Green Compass CBD. What is it? Who are they? And is it worth it? So that's what I'm talking about today. So if you're curious about that, stick around. I'm gonna give you my honest review and answer all your questions. I'm Julie, and I help moms think outside the box when it comes to their whole body wellness, which is precisely why it led me to Green Compass. So the company was started by husband and wife, Meredith and Sterling Cook, because she actually was suffering with some postpartum type depression after her second son. Her brother had actually given her some CBD, kind of changed her life. And, you know, as a mom, you can take whatever, it doesn't matter. But when it comes to kids, it's got to be extra clean and healthy and all the things. So that actually is how the company started, because she was on a mission to find something that was safer and it just didn't exist. So long story short is they have friends that are 6th generation hemp farmers of a USDA organic hemp farm in North Carolina. So they have teamed up and they have what's called vertical integration, which I don't think a lot of companies have, but this is what sold me on them. Is that basically just means that they do everything from planting the seeds to shipping. Everything is done by the same people. There's no middlemen, there's no nothing, there's no supply issues, you know, like when things were stuck out at sea, that kind of thing. So everything is done by the same people. So they of course have third-party lab testing, which any company should have that. If they cannot show you a certificate of analysis, please do not touch that product at all. No, under no circumstances should you be ingesting something that doesn't have third-party lab results on it. So, but with them, which is pretty cool, is they have a QR code on the bottom, which you can scan, and it will tell you the full history of, and obviously the test results for that exact product, which is another cool thing, because I have actually had products before and I've searched a lot of them online where it's kind of like a generic test that they've done at some point, you know, like maybe over a year or two old, and it's just this certain product, but it's not a current one. So make sure you have something up to date on the exact product that you have in your hand, because having one on your website doesn't necessarily count. So before I dive into the products themselves, let me know in the comments, are you a CBD user? Have you tried them? What's worked, what's not? Let me know in the comments. And let's go into the first one, the full spectrums that they have, which full spectrum is the whole shebang, like all the components of the plant, trace amounts of THC, but there should be no high ever in CBD, but we're specifically talking Green Compass right now. And the full spectrum comes in mint, cinnamon, and natural, which honestly I didn't think I would like the natural, but I do. I love it actually. And pro tip, I also use it like eye cream, like for a serum on your face. But so that comes in those 3 flavors, and the strengths come in 500, 750, 1000, and the mint only comes in a 2500 milligram, which is real high doses, which not a lot of people need, but that's what's available. And then we have the broad spectrum, which is same thing with just the THC removed, which a lot of people use, you know, that have drug testing at work and that kind of thing. Come in the same strengths, the 500, 750, and 1000. But the flavors come in the natural, the cinnamon, and it's a blood orange vanilla. The natural honestly tastes like nothing. I mean, it's, you know, you have an oil in your mouth, but it's not, it really tastes like nothing. The cinnamon is actually my favorite. So obviously if you don't like that at all, you're gonna hate it. But if you're a cinnamon lover, you will love this one. And the last one is the blood orange vanilla. That's, I mean, I don't love it. That's not my thing, but there is a lot of people who do. I'm just being honest. Yeah, it's not my thing, but I don't really like fruity stuff, but there is a lot of people who do love it. So take it or leave it. And another cool thing is if you get something that you don't love, you're not stuck with it. You got 30 days, empty bottle guarantee. I couldn't even tell you the amount of different companies that I've tried over the last few years, because that was my mission, to find something that actually worked and wasn't disgusting. And man, is that hard to find. So I personally have tried all of them, and mint is the best seller, which it's good. It's not crazy minty like toothpaste. There's nothing artificial in any of the products. They don't, everything is USDA organic, which is awesome because there's a lot of garbage out there. And obviously the third-party testing helps. But here's the deal. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you've actually seen other terrible CBDs, because I've seen a lot. And this is what it should look like. That's the coloring. Okay, this is a mint one, but I was blown away by them. I hope this has been helpful so far. If so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss anything else that I have to talk about. And so what are my final thoughts on this? Well, obviously, I am definitely a firm believer. I've had my life changed by it, my son. I've tons and tons of kids stories, that we've been able to help. And it's honestly the best feeling ever that we've been able to do this. So I'm a huge fan. I actually partnered with the company because I was so blown away, because I spent a good 2 years researching and trying all different brands, and it was a nightmare. So I, at one point, was taking things that look like this, and I thought that's what CBD was, and there was no way I was getting that in my kid's mouth. So add that to the list of things now that I've just wasted money on. That is, honest to God, my opinion of it, and it's not even a sale. But if you have any questions, I'm always happy to help. And if you do want to try something, I'm happy to get recommendations for you and walk you through it. And I actually help everybody with dosing, which, I don't know, I've never had anybody help me with that when I was on my mission of understanding and stuff. So let me know. I'm happy to help. You can leave it in the comments, or you can click on the link in the description here, which is my free guide to what to look for in a CBD. So all the links are in there, and don't forget to subscribe, and thanks so much, and I will see you next time.